Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today I'm going to unbox my Sephora Play box for the month of March. They always send them to you late, and it's frustrating for someone like me who does videos on them because it's like, I want you guys to be able to see them as soon as possible, but it's like the end of March that I'm finally able to film and get the video up, and it's like, well, now we're signing up for the next box. I don't know. So it's $10 a month. It's an auto subscription on Sephora, but you can cancel at any time. Frankly, it's the easiest one to cancel I've ever been a part of, because it's just a part of your Sephora account. You know what I'm saying? So it's really easy to cancel. So you could try a month and then quit. But I will have a link for it below if you're curious. But let's go ahead and open it. So it's, let's see kind of what the theme is. It says, what's your festival beauty vibe? Guys, who goes to the festivals? I have never been to a festival, and it's kind of funny. I have such weird feelings about it. Not that, I mean, I know people personally that have gone to those kinds of festivals. It's not that. It's more that, like, it's just not a part of my lifestyle. And especially now being 29, I feel like I'm kind of like even beyond, I don't know. I'm not, see, I'm going to offend someone because someone's going to be like 39. They're like, I go to them. That's not what I mean either. I guess what I'm saying is it's never really been a part of my, like, wants or desires to go to a festival. And so it's always funny when people are like, it's festival season, and like all these makeup companies do all these festival focused things, like Too Faced released their festival line, and I'm like, but I don't care about festivals. That is not a part of my life. Now, obviously that's just one specific example. Am I even making any sense? Am I just being a butthead pregnant lady? I think I'm just being moody. Okay, pull it back, Jess, pull it back. So it comes with the 50 Sephora Beauty Insider points that you can add to your account. Always comes with that, which is nice. And we've got all this info here. Let's see. So the bag this month is like kind of denim looking tie-dye. And it says beauty is my spirit animal. So kind of cute. Feels like a pillowcase. Let's see. First thing, ooh, one of my favorite hair care brands, like literally ever, Briogeo. It is their Blossom and Bloom Ginseng and Biotin Volumizing Spray. So it says it's a dual action spray that provides instant volume and texture as it visibly thickens strands over time. So it says you could backcomb your roots to get like extra volume, like for dry hair. And then it also says you can hold it a few inches away, spray through clean, damp hair, focusing on the roots, and then brush through. So it really is meant to be focused on your roots. Let's get some volume going, girl. Ooh, I feel like it just made it greasy. I don't want to spray anymore. I don't know. It's a really pleasant smell. And the thing I love about Briogeo is they use really good ingredients. They don't put a lot of icky stuff in there. And that I like, and that's why I've liked it. Actually, my shampoo I use today is their curling shampoo and conditioner. I can link it below if you're curious. And I do feel like it makes a difference. My hair air dried today, and it air dried much curlier than usual, which is really nice. So that, I love their shampoos and conditioners. Next up is the Sephora brand Triple Action Cleansing Water. So it's a micellar water. No rinse. It removes makeup from your face and eyes in one swipe. So it says it removes impurities. It soothes and moisturizes your skin for a super clean feeling without water. So you just put it on a cotton pad and wipe it across your eyes or whatever. So this is 25 ml, so 0.84 fluid ounces. No, no ridiculous smell or anything to it. I've taken to using these to remove difficult to remove swatches from my hand. I don't use micellar water on my face typically, not really for any reason. I don't think my skin's fine with it. It's just that I'm really into cleansing balms. I feel like for my dry skin, that's helped a lot when I'm removing things. And these don't really dry out your skin, but I don't think that they really add a ton of moisture into your skin either, whereas those balms kind of have that moisture element to it. So that's the only reason, that's my own personal reason for using those, but I will definitely add this to my travel drawer, or maybe even my like drawer with all my makeup wipes, so I can use it to remove swatches, because I want to see if it's any good. You're kidding me. This is a part of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, and I was thinking about buying the full size of this, but now I'm like, well, maybe not, because really I just wanted to try it again. It's been years since I've tried it. This is the Lancome Hypnose Drama Mascara. It's the deluxe size instead of the full size. You get about the same amount of use out of a deluxe size as you do a full size, so I'm never really snobby about that because, I mean, really, this is gonna last me 3 months. Full size is gonna last me 3 months, you know? I don't wanna open it yet, but it's got a big old wand. It's supposed to be really volumizing and curling, which is exactly what I want in a mascara. I bought it years ago. It was one of my very first high-end purchases. And I remember liking it. I remember buying it more than once, and I did not have a lot of money to spare at the time. But I remember doing it anyway. And I think it was more because I felt glamorous. Like, I'm like, oh, they use this, like models use this backstage. And I think I just felt more glamorous using it. Whether or not it actually performed really well, I don't know that it did. I think there's a reason eventually I moved on. Part of it could have been I couldn't afford to keep buying it. So I will definitely try it again and let you know. But I think I am gonna not buy the full size on Ulta's sale. Oh, they always have a perfume sample. Oh, it fell out of here. It's the My Burberry Blush. Let's see how this smells. I am really going through a perfume kick right now. I love the kind of like light pinkish tan color. Oh, it's a very, it smells nice. I'm gonna put a little on my actual skin because I want to see how my skin reacts to it. It's definitely a pleasant smell, but it's not one that the first time I smell it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it. You know how there are some perfumes where you smell it and you're like, what is that? That smells amazing. This is not one that I would do that with, but it's a very, I'm gonna put the notes on the screen. So the notes, it says it is a floral one. The top notes are pomegranate and lemon. Okay. Middle notes, geranium, crisp apple, rose petal. I can smell the rose. And then base notes are jasmine and wisteria. Sounds amazing, right? I like it. Would I buy a full size of this? I don't think so. And the thing I'm learning about perfume is I like to spray it on my wrist and smell it that way because it really does react with people's skin differently. I don't know if it has to do with our pH. I don't know what it has to do with, but I do know that, you know, there are some perfumes, like when I first bought Miss Dior, one of my favorite perfumes of all time that I always have, when I first smelled it, I was like, eh, but I remember I sprayed it on my wrist. We were actually at Disney, and we walked around Epcot a little bit more, and I kept smelling it. I'm like, this smells amazing. So we ended up going back later and buying it. And so it was, and that was completely based on the way it smelled on me, not the way it smelled on a tester in the bottle or anything like that. So I do think it's just a very personal thing. So I like the smell, but it's not one I would buy the full size of. I'll keep smelling it. We'll see. I might change my mind like I did with Miss Dior. Next thing in here is from Coola. They make really great SPF products. That is their game. They're definitely a sun care based natural brand. So it says it's a refreshing setting spray and sunscreen duo. It's got hyaluronic acid. Love that. So when you're in the sun all day, you need a setting spray that gets the job done. Hyaluronic acid infused formula works overtime to defend against UV rays. Here's the only thing I'd be concerned about. If this were the only SPF you were using, which I would hope it's not, but if it were, I'd be concerned that it's not going to be spread evenly everywhere. So the second I'm spraying something all over my face, I'd be worried about, well, what about those pockets in between? Am I going to have like this really weird sunburn, or you know what I'm saying? So I would not, and this is me, I'm not a professional like dermatologist, but just thinking logically about this, I would not use this as my only SPF that day. Now as added, that's great because then it's really quick and easy to apply. You can do it over your makeup, which actually now that I'm saying that loud, that is kind of a cool idea because like for me when I'm getting ready, I'll put the SPF on and then put makeup and stuff on top. But I'm not gonna be able to go back into that SPF and put it on top of my foundation. You know what I'm saying? So this would be a great way to add additional SPF throughout the day just in case, but it shouldn't be your base sunscreen. So I guess it does have a place. Next up is the Sephora Matte Perfection Powder Foundation. Okay, I'm gonna be a butthead. I know that these are just deluxe size samples, but I'm the butthead that gets so mad when we get papery little testers. I'm like, what? I know that if you average it out, $10 divided by 5 products, $2 a piece, I'm sure, yes, this is probably worth $2. But it still annoys me. I'm like, you know, everyone else, they can get their cute little bottles and stuff. Can we get like something that's not like, can we get something a little more substantial? Am I just being moody? Okay. So it looks like shade-wise, did they just send everyone the same shade or did they, this is 26 Neutral Sand. It's not going to be my shade, but, ooh, but it is real creamy. See, this is how they get you. Because, oh my gosh, like I now want to go find my shade and try it. It's really, really velvety soft. And I love powder foundations like that. Especially, again, if you have areas that you feel like no matter what throughout the day, always redness might show through or the foundation breaks apart. Powder foundation is perfect because you can just dot it on those areas with a brush or with a sponge. And it just covers them, makes them look flawless. And you didn't have to get out a foundation and do all of that. Because who has time for that throughout the day if you're on the go? So I'm actually quite intrigued. I might pop onto Sephora's website and add this to my loves to think about trying legitimately, but with my shade. Darn it, Sephora. There I was complaining about the packaging, and then I swatched it, and I was like, dang no. So those were all of the items in it. This was not my favorite month. It really wasn't. Now, is this going to force me to try some things different than what I'm used to trying? Yes, and that is what I like about this. But do I really feel like, oh, that was $10 well spent? I don't know. I think mascara-wise, that's pretty cool, right? I mean, that's an expensive mascara, so that's pretty cool. I mean, we got the hairspray, we got the micellar water, we got the kind of sunscreen stuff that I thought was gimmicky, but then I'm like, but actually that could be good. So that, I mean, I'll put that in my travel drawer because I probably actually will use it. The perfume's okay. And then this, I'm intrigued, but this shade's not even gonna work for me, So, I don't know. I always, every single month, think about canceling because I'm like, Jessica, you don't need 5 more samples. But then the reviewer in me is like, no, but you can try them. But then I'm like, but Jessica, are you gonna try them? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. This was my least favorite month, easily by far. I'm gonna keep it rolling in honor of science and in honor of testing out new things for you all. And the reality is for me, $10 to be able to try 5 new products, that's not bad. Even if out of the 5, I only end up really liking 2. I don't think that's terrible, but I think if you weren't someone like me with like this as one of your jobs, do you really need it? I don't know. Maybe you're trying to grow your collection. Maybe you really do genuinely love trying new products. Maybe you just love baby-sized things, I don't know. You gotta decide for yourself, I guess. Side note, it is the end of March and it is snowing. There are probably about 6 inches outside my window. What is going on? I live in the Midwest. What is going on? It never snows at the end of March. First day of spring came and went, and here we are. And then tomorrow it's like back to 50 degrees. I'm like, what? It just keeps snowing. Anyway. So this ended up being way longer than my normal Sephora videos. If you want to see last month's one, which is much better than this, I will link it below. Otherwise, thank you guys for tagging along, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.